Welcome to the Greenwood Hub Art Studio. Today's mixed media theme project is going to be a frame. I have used a new mold called Sacred Heart and a few other molds for this project. I hope you enjoy this creation today. Let's get started. Here's my Sacred Heart molds. It's a beautiful detailed sacred heart that I have here with wings. Very, very beautiful. Next we have Flower Festival, and this is an older mold, but nevertheless the best to use for the project that I'll be creating today. I'll be using these, I think they're tulips. And now I'll be using the Little Bit of Everything mold as well. I'm going to be molding some cogs, and as you see here, the lady, I'm going to take parts of her. I'm not going to take the whole bust. I'm just going to take her silhouettes the most. All right, now I'm going to pour some of the resin. I'm using Paint Couture. I'll start with my Flower Festival molds and the flowers that I want to mold from this mold for the project. Here we are, just mixing it. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous mold. It's an older one, but I keep coming back to it and using it. I find that it's one of those molds that are timeless. I'm also going to pour over there on the top edge there. There we go. And now some cogs. From the Little Bit of Everything mold. And one more flower from the Flower Festival. I love these sunflowers or daisies. I'm not sure. I think they're daisies. There we are. Just going to spread the overflowing resin that I have with my stir stick, just making it even. Now I have all the edges covered. There we go. All right, here's my painting of my pieces. I've used Paint Couture paints, which I find this paint is very smooth and it goes very nicely. I used a few variety of greens. I will list them on the video, and I'll also list them when I launch the project. Here's my frame. It's a wooden frame. I'm really happy to be creating on this wooden frame, but I find that the wooden frame needs a little paint. So I'm going to use Paint Couture. I was thinking of using some of the greens, but I decided I'm going to go with a rosebud. So I'm just showing you different greens. And here's my final choice. I use these two paint brushes on my project, and here's the paint that I use, rosebud. Nice and shiny. And now I'm going to start my composition. Here's my two pieces, my poppies maybe. Yeah, these are like poppies. And then I have the daisies up there. I'm going to put the Sacred Heart, another cog on the bottom there, and another cog on top. And the Sacred Heart is going to go just centered like that as my focal point. And there's my lady from the Little Bit of Everything mold. I think this composition is very stylish. There we go. So before I glue my pieces down, I wanted to show you another step that I'm going to create, which is the rub-on transfer using the Calypso line. Also, for my final touches, I will be using Zuri Designs Venetian wax paste. And here's my rub-on transfer from the Calypso line. This is a beautiful transfer, but I'm going to show you something that I found out. So my frame wasn't dried very well on the background, so I didn't dry the paint on the frame very well. So when I'm preparing here the rub-on transfer to put on the frame, I'm going to show you what happens. Because the paint was still wet, even though I was placing my rub-on transfer, you'll see what happens. So I'm placing the rub-on transfer, and I'm going to use my wooden spatula here, and I'm following all the necessary steps to show you how to place the rub-on transfer, etc. But my paint wasn't fully dried. It was still semi-wet. So look what happens. I'm going to pull the transfer, and the transfer hasn't gone through. I'm trying, I'm rubbing it onto my frame, but it's not working. This is not anything to do with the product. It's how you use it, right? So there you go. So finally, I dried it. I used my hot air gun, and there you go. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed this project. Follow me for more projects, and see you soon.